Hello and welcome to another Raggy's Beers, Wines and Spirits review. Tonight we're going to be reviewing this fella. From London Beer Factory, it's Beyond the Pale. And they've got quite a bit of a story behind this, so you know, I've got some potency in it. And I love these cans because they're, I don't know if you can actually see it, the lid is chuffing massive, and it's great for putting all your unused bottle tops in. Well, used bottle tops, should we say, not unused. So, new glass tonight, you know it makes sense. Just had a nice day in the garden, well, been doing gardening, bit of hot tubbing. Talking about our plans for the hot tub room, which will be commencing quite soon. Now we've had a holiday cancelled, which to be honest, we're not in the slightest bit bothered about the holiday being cancelled. Not with this corona going off. Today in the UK, 3,000 cases of coronavirus. That's the highest since May. People are being silly. But I think they knew it was going to come back. I think they knew the second wave was coming. And so it's still frightening, you know. I mean, I'm lucky I work outside and on my own. So it's a hazy pour, golden to amber pour, whitehead. Let me tell you what it say about it. So, the phrase "beyond the pale" has been used throughout history to describe a breakdown in law and convention. That's going on in the world now. When brewing this beer, we were determined to take a step beyond the conventional flavours, often associated with more traditional pale ales. We did this using massive additions of hard-hitting American hops. The result is a reckless, fully flavoured brew that is undoubtedly beyond the pale. Beyond the Pale is brewed with sun-soaked American hops that deliver a complex array of stone fruit flavours and massive tropical aromas, combined with an extensive blend of extra pale English malts. This highly distinctive beer offers breadth of character seldom found in everyday pale ale. Well, it sounds good, doesn't it? 4.2%. Cheers. So I've noticed with YouTube, all of a sudden, new subscribers are just coming out every minute. It seems it's it must be a thing that you know. I've been doing this now 2 years, 2 months reviewing. And as you can tell, I've done a few reviews. Pretty much the standard layout now, having the can sat on top of a calling glass. You've got to use your calling glass for something, haven't you? Can or bottle sat on top, so you can see what I'm reviewing. And I think that's good anyway, you know, it's good to see what you're doing. Plus also, when it comes to thumbnails, I don't have to worry because I know at any stage in the video that I should get a thumbnail with the can in. So, on the nose then. Like it says, tropical aroma. That follows through onto the taste, but it's not overly like a lot of craft beers are, where they're in your face. I mean, these guys do Berliner Weisse, and that was my first sour beer, and bloody hell, I drank it, and it's like whoa. And you can search on YouTube, on a computer, you can search at my reviews. There's a little box where you can search in, and you can search and find this on the review. I must actually add links to reviews from every brewery, you know, from that particular brewery at the bottom of a particular video. I must do that. It's on the list. So, just potted up 300 wallflowers to go to my new workplace. I'm basically creating what will be a nursery at one of the locations I look after. And but not only that, you've got to grow the plants, because when the project goes live, there's an almighty amount of plants needed. If you're already growing, in some ways it's a bit like the NHS with these Nightingales hospitals. Once you've got capacity in, then you can open the floodgates and let everybody get coronavirus, and then we get it, and and that's where I suppose. But for me, I need so many thousands of plants to plant in these borders, and it's all got to be done. We're hoping to get a lot of it done over the winter period, at least. To get so much done and bring some vastly needed colour to the proceedings. It's all a bit green at the moment, and you want to see yellows, reds, whites, blues, pinks even, and it just makes for a more interesting garden. And the only problem is the more you do, the more you make it better, then the harder it gets to keep it better, because you can improve a garden to the hilt, but then where you've improved it, you've got to keep on top of that, which means even though it looks like you've won in that sense, you are going to lose in the long run, because you're going to have a lot more work to do. But hey, that's the job, isn't it? And that's why I went for it. So today I picked up some cannabis beer, and ooh, that didn't sound good. That's how someone did hit somebody then. So yeah, a friend on JTF. We were looking on JTF last night, and then this came up, cannabis beer. I'm not going to review it tonight because I need to do some Instagramming. You won't believe how many bottles and that I've got on here. And the shed's a bit of a shithole, to be honest, the beer room rather. And yeah, I need to crack on and get some tidying up done. I've got that much going off at the moment. That's why I'm happy to get rid of some of the plants that I've got to work, leave them at work, and hopefully then the wet weather will come, and hopefully I won't have to water them. That'll be the crippler. Not easy watering thousands of plants when you ain't got a hose pipe nearby. So that's a bridge we're going to come into at some stage. I can definitely see it happening. Oh. So going down now, good bit of taste coming out, good twang to it. It's funny, you got to get your palate used to your beers before you venture too far. And, wow, I've got some beers on that beer wall. And I'm buying all these again today, so I'm actually buying more than I'm actually drinking. So I'm not actually lowering the rate down. I need to get to a stage really where the beer walls are half empty. Then it wouldn't be a beer wall, would it? Now these fellas, London Beer Factory, they make a lot of beers. They're churning the beers out. Can't get on their site for some reason. It's not showing up. Oh, there it is. So you tap in London Beer Factory and it's 8th on the list. Yes, I am over 18, God's sakes. And let's have a look at the what beers they do. So it's free shipping on all orders over £39.90. Thanks to your support, we reached 1,000 pints donated to the NHS. I bet someone's happy for it. Now me, I like mixed cases. Don't want to be buying. It says here they got a case of the 12 latest specials. The problem is it's got 3 of one, 3 of another, and 3 of another. I don't want 3 of. What's this one then? Choose any combination of beers from our core range, total up to 12 cans. That's better. I prefer to order, especially ones that you can't get. Sour Solstice, I've reviewed that. That's a blood orange and cranberry sour, and you really got both tastes. Hazy Days, I've reviewed that. Session IPA, let's have a nosy down. Breaker, an English Pilsner, I've not reviewed that. Boulder, an American Pale, I've not reviewed that. Surfacing, a gluten-free Pilsner. They're all out of stock as well, which is funny. Big Milk Stout. vanilla and cacao nib imperial stout. That's available at Tesco's. I've had it. Gorgeous. Oh, and that's it. Right. And half of them are out of stock, so you're not winning there. So today, I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's anxiety still. And anxiety is a horrible beast. Or I've got bloody... I'm suffering from some sort of blood pressure thing. But anxiety causes that anyway. So I need to make sure that I don't overdo it with the booze. Try and keep a lid on drinking. Last night I overdid it a bit and then felt it today. I had a damn good sleep though. Yeah, slept well. Couldn't remember how I got into bed, but yeah, I slept well. They're the best nights, aren't they, when you can't remember? And I think during this lockdown and future lockdowns, because I can't see how you can keep the country in lockdown anymore. I think we're already at the stage where you just can't do with any more lockdowns. Certainly not national. Well, it makes you wonder where all them new cases came from. And roll on when it all does one, and we can go back to having holidays and you know, some normality. Yeah, it'll be nice one day. So I need to work out, because it's inevitable now, looking back how fast these subscribers are going up. I need to work out how you... I've seen Sean Sandbrook and doing a thing like a preview where he goes live on a certain date, and I need to work out how to do that. I'm not that skilled with YouTube or editing. You know, that's why I don't edit videos. I've only edited one video and it was about a ball ache. I had to take my name and address out. Although the name and addresses are easy to find in this day and age. You know, if I really wanted to find someone's name and address, it's so easy. But I took it out anyway. That was when I won the Boxstein Brewery. Won a box set from them for naming a beer, the new normal. I haven't had any yet, but you know, maybe one day. It's only available in cask. It's not available in bottle. I was hoping I could wing a bottle off them, but it didn't happen. Looking on the internet today, our friends at lowcostbeer.com, they're now opening a store called draftbeer.com, and you know, the concept's great. They obviously, I mean, I got some draft beer last weekend, but I reckon they had a bit of gas to it, you know, a bit of CO2 at bottling, because they get it and it's absolutely rock solid. So I reckon there's a bit of gas gone in there, because the ones I've got, within a day, you know, they're still nice, but they want that quality. So yeah, and they've got about eight different craft beers on that site, and it's ever changing. Some of the draft stuff is cheap to buy. You know, instead of paying £3-4 in the likes of, I don't know, Wetherspoons or whatever, some of these are like £1 for a pint, or £1 for 500 mils. So it's well worth the trying it out, in my opinion. I'm gonna have to do another order soon. I know I've got a lot. I know I've got a lot already, but it's when you see new stuff, you have to dabble in, don't you? I have to anyway. And, I will start going through these and looking at dates and start drinking the ones that are starting to go out of date. There's bound to be the odd one that I don't fancy. And I bought it, don't fancy it, and then I look and think, oh shit, it's out of date. Dates don't really bother me, but you know, you don't want to be too far out of date. There's that. But over the Christmas period, I'll be doing probably, especially when I'm off work, probably 4 reviews a day. To kill the day. And yeah, it should be interesting. Anyway. Enjoyed this. A very nice pale ale, different to the standard pale ales. It's got a bit more about it, a bit more interesting. And like it says, tropical fruit aroma. That translates into the taste as well. Took a while for it to get going, to get the palate used to it. But yeah, really nice. Out of 5 then. Again, London Beer Factory, I've enjoyed a few of their different beers. I think I'm on about 4 to 5 now of their beers over the time of reviewing. And this was actually given to me for free. My mate, he went to London, installed some aircon units, and they had a party at the end. It must have been a hotel or something, and he got a free night there in the hotel, and they had loads of these, and they were just getting them for free. Bought me free home to review, so fair play to that. You know, I'm always up for freebies. So out of 5, yeah, a good pale ale. Better than a lot of standard pale ales. A lot of standard pale ales are a bit, you know, what you don't want is bland. You want something that's interesting to drink, got a bit of aroma, got a bit of taste. You know, we are in the generation now where a lot of stuff's disappearing because the new beers are much more interesting. Out of 5, 4.2 out of 5 for me. Yeah. Not a bad bit of beer. And that's it for this beer review. As always, thanks for watching. Thank you for subscribing and commenting. I do read the comments, well, most of them at least. The ones that flash up in YouTube. Not all comments flash up though. And see you soon. And enjoy yourself. Or at least try to. Cheers.